Welcome, football fans, to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. On the Patriots sideline, head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys trying to end the front half of this season on a better note, currently 2-5 on the year. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
So off our first snap, we already have a pause for injury. One of the linebackers out there in some discomfort and being checked on. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Pearson on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Toward Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots force the turnover on the first series of this game. We all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the air on first down, May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Going play action, May sends this to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots parlay the interception into points.
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The 49ers and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Wilton Williams making the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Stafford from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by T.J. Edwards. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
So frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
First down, May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's brought down after a 3rd game.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing a 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Here's May again. He finds him beyond the marker. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, You got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end with a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake. Typically, one will follow.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. They pick the handoff, now Stafford. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready! Red 80! Ready, hot! Ready, hot!
On the play fake, here's Stafford. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He beams one, deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Anderson. The challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. From the gun, it's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, it's going to make you pay.
Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not a 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to.
Blue 60.
First down throw here for Stafford. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Patriots and Demario Douglas with the football once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. They send the tight end in motion. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Taken in by Williams outright. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. 3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots blowing them out in this opening quarter. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already, that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. Our score already up 24-3. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Handoff on 2nd and short. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Stafford now against the blitz. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Nope, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
There's a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. Oh, it's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. They get back 8 and now have a 2nd and much more manageable 7. Stafford now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Like, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
This one's caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Give now to Henderson. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 12. And a Patriot 1st down.
On right side, Henderson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's May to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Caught by Deebo Samuel. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Play action now for Stafford. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers looking at 2nd and 1. McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Patriots offense and Kyle Williams back to the field once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. To the air on first down, May hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
May finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. On the gun, it's May. Finds his man, Gray. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
A gain of 18.
To the air yet again, May. The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. It's a sack on first down, and we'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
6 yards. It's second down.
To throw, here's May. Catch made. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
May now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
40 gun! Set!
To throw, Stafford. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
Third and 4.
Stafford now on third down. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
First and 10, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready!
Stafford throwing again. Throw wheeled in by Baylor. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Throws caught. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Saints. And here's the Saints running back. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Saints win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is the Colts quarterback. He's going to look deep and find his receiver. 30-yard touchdown. The Colts get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Eagles. And this is C.J. Stroud. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Texans get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots send to Mario Douglas with the football once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the top, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, and this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't go too much longer.
May not have thrown on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
He brings it in. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Henderson here from the gun. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
it's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on in the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Here's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Patriots, first down.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's May. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Here's May again. And he has the New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers, then Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
That was 20.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. He's got it inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off the defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. More importantly, go exploit it.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Stafford now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun, hand off to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Stafford. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford goes deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And that looks like it is Patriots football.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
The Patriots and Demario Douglas with the football once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the ground begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up second down.
Almost 5 yards. It's second down.
Here's Henderson. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Luke Martin making that play.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Wow, wide open here, complete. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again.
49ers 13.
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Come on, set go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Now here's Scatterboo on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he could have a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, go. Cougar Knights.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. George Kittle, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots offense and Kyle Williams back to the field once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
3rd down. Niners going with some dime coverage here. 3rd and long for him here. Complete out to the right side. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. So Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the 49ers on offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Ready. I got it. 60.
Running back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It brings up 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
First and 10 at the 40.
Jones setting up the play action. Shoves him off. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
18 Cardinals.
3rd down, Jones to throw. He's got it. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
This one's caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Jones escapes the pocket. Throws caught. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. 2nd and 3 now. Jones going to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 14-yard line.
Here's Jones. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Taken in on the right side by Pearson. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ricky Pearson with the touchdown! So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
27.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no luck, the Patriots are there to recover.
The onside kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Henderson on 1st and 10. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Air it out on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And he gets the Patriots the 1st down, and that should put an end to this contest. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Patriot 1st down.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the New England Patriots. And it's Kayshon Boutte. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. It'll wind up as an 82-yard catch and run for the touchdown. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Cam Ward. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Titans get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Cowboys. And this is Bucky Irving. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Bucs up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game. The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Daily sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely you're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes. To this point in the season, still 2 months to go. If he can go to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the world, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bench.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on the roll and chip away their time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL, and they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
180.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Archer. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Murray now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Niners offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's the 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Pass caught by Pearsall. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 104 yards and a score as well.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Stafford now to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap 1st down. Now, you still won't get a 1st down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray going to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
260!
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ballgame, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready! Moving hot! 280! Stop!
To throw is Stafford. Italian Kittle has it on the left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
22!
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
250!
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
4 yards.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
9 yards. And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Niners at 6-2 to start play. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins in 8 prior to that defeat.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. No.
And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Oh, look at the juke. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
On play action, it's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And they will take over first and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Throwing to Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Shifts by him. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49ers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Well,
indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Colts at home to take on the Titans in the AFC South. And this is Cam Ward. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Cincinnati Bengals? And it's Joe Burrow. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Bengals close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's the Steeler wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Open man here is Benson. Now he's loose at the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Murray. That was going to step up and run. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. McBride at a slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Murray on play action. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say, lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Now he's going to... And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Still one of the most exciting plays in football, the kick return. Shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. To the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, hot. Lady.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
To throw, it's Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 19-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got another one to Johnston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Cardinals 20.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Murray now. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cardinals.
Now Murray. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well,
partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Gain of 55. That's another Cardinals first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Murray going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:18 on the clock. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Pass hauled in by Johnston. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's caught by Wilson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here it is. 4th and inches. Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to 7. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners 1st down. And that ought to be the run that seals the victory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Niners, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.